All right. Good morning, everybody. I need coffee. Vladimir coming in for 100 bits over on Twitch. Says, hey, Ren, good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for that. I'm not awake yet. My mind is processing. Thank you very much. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. What's up, Thandor? We are gonna work on main quests today. I'm gonna wake up. We're gonna do Oblivion for a little bit, and then I'm gonna do a giveaway for some keys to the Dune Awakening open beta this week. It's not even, I don't know why they're calling it open beta. It's really not an open beta. It's definitely a closed beta. I don't know why they're calling it open, because it's not open. It's closed. You have to get a key to play it, and keys are by invite only. Like, they have to send the keys. It's not like they open the floodgates and everyone can play. But it's a big beta weekend. I got, I think, 8 keys I can give away. I gotta keep one more on reserve. I've already given one out. I got one more I gotta keep on reserve. I got like 8 keys I can give out today. We might not give them all out today. We might only give out 4 or 5 today. We'll see. We're gonna be going. How am I doing this morning? Oh man, you know, life. That's how I'm doing. We had a really disappointing vet visit yesterday about one of our cats, Pippin's sister, who also has sarcoma, I believe. It's a type of cancer. So yeah, we're gonna probably lose another cat. Not probably, we're definitely gonna lose another cat. We just don't know when. The prognosis was we can either start to work, we could start to pursue quality of life, end of life care, or we can opt to try to do leg amputation with an abdomen removal, and it's just like we can't. Yeah, that's not possible. So she presented about 6 weeks ago with like a grape-sized lump, and then that has proceeded to just, it's like fist-sized now, and it's on her hip and in her abdomen and underneath her leg, and so it's just the recommendation from the specialist, that which we've been doing this for like the past 4 weeks now. It's just constant vet visits, like twice a week, locally, trying different things, trying different medicines, and it just wasn't doing anything. And we had sent some stuff off to a specialist about a week ago and just heard back yesterday. And the specialist's recommendation was you need to do a full leg amputation. We got to take part of the abdomen out. We're gonna have to put a mesh inside to reinforce the abdominal wall, and then there's a high risk of the cat not making it. And it was like, I'm not gonna put my cat through that. So we had a long, tearful afternoon yesterday after an already stressful past few weeks. So I'm trying to remain positive and upbeat, at the very least. With this cat is Mary. Pippin was the other one. My cat Pippin, we tried everything and we let her suffer for a long time, and we both regret that. But I was trying really hard to save her, and I put shorts out. She was out in the yard playing with us a couple days before we put her down, but she was in pain, and this cat has not yet reached the point where she's in pain, but she's uncomfortable and she's losing her appetite and losing her energy, and it's just like, it's obvious that she's on the way. And it sucks as a pet owner to want to do something and not be able to do anything. So not to be all doom and gloomy, but that's kind of my mentality this morning is just kind of like, God damn it. Like, we just went through this with her sister. The only difference is that Mary is an outside cat, so she doesn't, I don't have the same bond with her, but I still care about her. And she's still a cute cat, and, but it's just unfortunate. So, had a bit of a crappy night. So this morning, we're just gonna, I think right now we're just, which is what we've been in the past few days, is just whatever she wants, she gets. Like, you want to eat junk food, you get to eat junk food, honey. You want to do that, let's do that. Like, it's just quality of life, hospice care for the cat. And if we get, if we get another few weeks out of it, we get another few weeks out of it. If we get another few days, we get another few days. The vet was really kind and was like, I'll come to the house to do the euthanasia when it's time to put her down. So, whereas Pippin, we had done at a different vet clinic because we were trying different stuff out with different specialists, which I still regret horribly. I regret that horribly. Things in life, man. And I've been through, I've had to put down 15, 20 animals in my life. It never gets easier. So, not to doom and gloom everybody this morning, but I'm sincere. When you asked how I'm doing, I'm just kind of like, meh. My energy levels are just kind of like, meh. Because I just went through this like 3 months ago with Pippin.
I wish I could have helped
Plus
you
side,
deal with the rest of those Mythic Dawn bastards. But it seems you did all right on
Good
your own.
work tracking down the Mythic Dawn secret shrine. We finally took the fight to the enemy.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. Yes, pets are very valuable to us. The plus side is we're about to have ducks. Lots of ducks. We've never had ducks before. And our duck has 16 eggs.
Yes?
I don't know how many of those will hatch, but we've never had ducks, and we thought it was going to be like, I think we had read online that it was like 28, 29 days. And then Monday was like 30 days, and we were like, why is she not hatching? And then we found out that Muscovy ducks actually take 35 to 37 days. So this weekend, we should start to see ducks. Theoretically. So life goes out, life comes in. The circle of life. Which I can't sing nearly
What do you
as
need, friend?
good as
Yes?
he can.
I hope Martin knows what he's doing with that evil book. I fear for what it could do to him if he's not careful.
What's up, Hector? Yeah, we're hopeful. Daindar. Like I said, right now she's getting all the junk food that we normally don't give our cats.
I'm glad to have Boris here. He guards Martin night and day. His way of atoning for the death of Emperor Uriel, I suppose. Ah, yes, I hope you can help. The gate guards have reported seeing strangers on the road for the past several nights. I cannot leave Cloud Ruler undefended while my men search the whole mountainside, but these spies must be eliminated.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Talk to Stefan. He can tell you where he has seen them. Captain Bird in Bruma may also be able to help. I've asked the Countess to have the guard keep an eye out for strangers. Track down the spies and kill them. Find out what they know and what they're planning, if possible. I'm counting on you to eliminate those spies. We can't afford to let the Mythic Dawn operate out of Bruma with impunity.
Well, let's go hunt some spies.
What can I do for you, sir? We always see them near the rune stone at dusk. They aren't too woodcrafty, but Grandmaster Joffrey has forbidden us to range too far from the walls. But it seems that you have been given the freedom to attack the enemy that we all crave. Good luck. We will keep the Emperor safe here. Don't worry. Stay safe.
What's that katana I got at the beginning of the game?
I'll feel better when you've eliminated those spies. There's no
Wait.
telling what they...
Why is it pointing me to this door?
Sir.
Hail.
Oh, because I guess this was another exit point. No, it never does get any easier. My brother and I were talking about this the other day. So he just lost.
Good evening,
I mean,
sir.
when you have lots of animals, you're going to have lots of loss. It's just a fact of having animals. So he's got a big ranch, and they've got horses and dogs and cats and goats, and this particular year has been a little rough, like the last 6 months. And his kids are, my nephew is 10, I think, and my niece is like 6, and it's been rough. Like, they had to put down a 24-year-old horse. They had to put down. They had a sheep that they've been trying to. He had his legs, his feet got frostbit and came off, and so all he had was like 2 stubs. He had like, if this is the goat leg, if this is the sheep legs, and this is the elbow, and this is the hoof, basically at the shin, his back legs were gone at the shin, and he just had these 2 little stumps that yeah. So but he would walk around on his front legs, and he would eat, and he was sociable, and he was cute and everything else. But the kids really wanted to, like, don't do it, Daddy. Don't put him away. Don't put him down. And they, the animal hobbled around for a year before my brother was like, look, kids, I gotta have a hard talk with you guys about, for the quality of, we can't do this. Like, he can't move around, the stumps were always getting infected and stuff. And then just last week, his 13-year-old dog got ran over, and they had to put her down. And then a couple months before that, one of her brothers, and then a couple months before that, one of her other brothers. And so it's just like the last 6 months, those kids have gone through, like, I think 6 or 7 animals passing on. And it's just like having a hard talk with the kids about, this is when you have, 750, 800 animals on your place, you're gonna have stuff happens that, stuff's gonna happen every month. Do we just wait? We're at dusk right now. Excuse me. Usually near the runestone at dusk. Well, we are dusk. Aha! What? How do I know he's dead? That was a weird update. Like, how would I know that they were dead? I'm just sitting here waiting at the stone. Okay. Bethesda jank.
Good day. I'm Tolgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience.
And regarding what?
Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her.
A stipend? 25
Safe
gold.
journey,
You
my
expect me
lord.
to lift my fingers for 25 gold? Buddy, you don't know how much I earn out on the street corner. You gotta do better than 25 gold.
Hello there.
It's you.
How are you?
Hello. How...
I'm Captain Bird, commander of the Bruma Guard. Except for Gerald coming back from a trip down south, things are pretty quiet. Not much travel right now with the Oblivion crisis. I've told my men to keep a sharp eye out, but I've had no reports of any strangers in town. What about you? Turned up anything suspicious? All right, anything I can do for you, just let me know.
can I help you?
Welcome.
You hear about Gerunder? He was caught stealing gold and now he's in jail. I bet our Nora's beside herself with grief. Have you seen Rightwind practicing with his sword? Very impressive.
Right.
Okay. Captain Bird told me no stranger in town. They said that Jurl had recently returned from a trip. I should talk to Jurl.
Wind certainly can handle a blade. No wonder he...
Alright, Marcus just asked a question over on YouTube that I'm going to answer. Give me a second because I want to timestamp this. What's up, Dark Rashoon? So, Marcus Sanders over on YouTube just asked, I'm new, just watched your Avowed series today and completed this game. How would you compare the two games? I'm just starting Avowed, but I see a lot of similarities to Skyrim in the RPG sense. I think that when you look at any games from the RPG sense, you're going to see similarities. Any game that features a character class selection where you can choose a race, like an elf, a dwarf, or a human. Any game where you can choose stats like strength, intelligence, willpower, agility. Any game where you have skills like acrobatics, armor, marksmanship, security, sneaking, thieving, speechcraft. Any game that features these types of components, it's very easy to label, and that's what we do. That's the definition of the traditional RPG role-playing game. You create a character, you pick a race, you pick a class, you have abilities that you level up, or you level up your actual class, and you take perks along the way. If you define RPGs by those standards, then everything going back to Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, so on and so forth, those are all tabletop role-playing games. These are all computer role-playing games. Those are RPGs. So if you look at the RPG sense, then there are thousands of games that you could compare to Skyrim or Oblivion or so on and so forth. Avowed is not Skyrim. Avowed is not Oblivion. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is not Skyrim. It's not Oblivion. Rogue Trader is not Skyrim or Oblivion. Baldur's Gate 3 is not Skyrim or Oblivion. Insert hundreds of others, thousands of others RPGs that exist out there. None of them are Skyrim and Oblivion. Why? Because they all feature their own unique gameplay mechanics, their own unique worlds, their own unique races, and so on and so forth. It's very important. We've had this conversation before. I have a video up called Comparison is the Thief of Joy. I highly urge people, do not try to compare games to each other, because you're going to lose the joy of what it is that makes that game unique. Avowed is a very good game. Avowed is not Oblivion. Avowed is not Skyrim, nor should it be compared to those games. Because here's the thing. When Avowed was coming out, you had so many people who tried to make those comparisons, and they would say things like, oh, but Skyrim has full, NPCs have homes, they have these day-night cycles, Oblivion has this, you can fire an arrow up in the sky and it falls down, you can't do that in Avowed, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, Avowed has a really cool parkour system. Avowed has a really cool dual wielding system. You could dual wield pistols, you could dual wield a pistol and a wand, you can dual wield wands, you can wield a shield and a wand, you can do all these really cool things. Avowed has a very awesome modern combat system, a really cool magic system. It does things that Avowed and Oblivion don't do and can't do because these games are running on 20-year engines. So, to back that back up to the original conversation, just watch your Avowed Series Day, play this game. How would you compare these two games? I'm just starting about. Don't compare them. Don't. Because at their core, they're both, they're all role-playing games at their core. But you need to let Avowed be its own thing. You need to let Oblivion be its own thing. Baldur's Gate is its own thing. All of these different role-playing games are their own things. You'll be able to see similarities for sure. But don't do that. Comparison is the thief of joy. Go forth and enjoy the game for what it is. Avowed is a very fun adventure set in the world of Aora, which is the world that Obsidian Entertainment established with the Pillars of Eternity games. Both of those games are great, completely different to Avowed. Those are top-down, turn-based, well, not turn-based, real-time with pause. They added turn-based to the second game and are adding turn-based to the first game right now. But they're top-down, isometric, party-based games. In Avowed, you have a couple of companions that can join you. But Avowed is a great game. I can't remember what my playthrough was. I think it was 60+ hours from my playthrough. I know some people have gotten 100+ hours out of their Avowed playthrough. It can be a big game if you want it to be. And there's lots of complexity. There's lots of differences. Like, you'll notice as you go through, like, you're making the same impactful RPG choices that you would make in many other games. There's definitely choices I made on my second playthrough of Avowed where I saved a city the first time, chose not to save a city the second time, and my gameplay was completely different because of the choices I made during the second playthrough, because I took different characters, I was making different decisions, different outcomes happened, very complex. It's a very rich and deep RPG, if you allow it to be. If you want to continually compare it to Avowed and other games like so many other people did, then it's going to be a situation where if you're always looking for flaws and you're always trying to pick it apart and trying to compare it to other things, you're not allowing it its chance to be its own thing. So a Pinot Noir is not a Pinot Grigio, is not a Riesling, is not a Cabernet Sauvignon. They are all wine, but they all have their own distinct grapes, their own distinct flavors, their own distinct favorite foods that can be paired with. Wines are like RPGs. RPGs need room to breathe. And if you can let them breathe and you can savor each one of them for the own unique flavors that they bring to the table, then you will enjoy your time playing Avowed. Marcus says, completely agree. I love the Elder Scrolls games. Coming into Avowed, loving the movement and combat, definitely up there for me. It's a great game. And like I said, it's a modern game. There's a big difference between, like, the movement.
Trains other fighters guild.
So
Like,
long.
I
Good day.
can't
Yes.
parkour in this
Good
game.
news from Kvatch for a
I
change.
can't parkour
The last
in
of the
Skyrim.
Daedra have been...
I can't dual wield in Oblivion at all. There's no dual wielding in this game.
Someone should teach you some manners.
So yeah, if you can let,
You've got some
just play the game. Avowed is a lot of fun. It's a modern game engine. Modern graphics, modern lighting, modern shading, modern physics, doing its own thing. I had a lot of fun. I did 2 playthroughs back to back when it came out, and I would happily do a third because I didn't get a chance to play a fighter class, and I would love to go in there as a fighter with that shield bash ability and try that out sometime. Um, Alas,
You're a sneaky looking son.
I have no time. Many other games continue to draw me away. I think I might even have. I don't know if I still have Avowed installed. I think I might have moved it to the. I think I might have moved it to the external. No, I don't think it did. I think it took it off because I just played the Game Pass version. Um, but yeah, it's a great game, man. I liked Avowed a lot, and I love Obsidian. Like I'll play all the Obsidian games. So, like, we just played the Outer Worlds 1. We're going to be playing the Outer Worlds 2 later this year. Getting 2 games from Obsidian is a treat in a single year. By the way, guys, we're going to be trying out Revenge of the Savage Planet in a couple of days. The Altars is going to be in June while we're here. And then I believe Dredge is coming today or yesterday. Coming to Game Pass. It might have already hit. I need to check really quick. It might have already been on recently added. I think Dredge might be here somewhere. I saw Dredge the other day. I just need to go find it. By the way, Atomfall is great. Atomfall is another one where because it's first person, it was really easy for a lot of people to compare it to like Fallout and other things. And it's like, just let it be its own thing. Oh, I saw Dredge here the other day. I don't know where it disappeared to. So anyway, we're going to get back to Oblivion now before I get sidetracked. Avowed is a good game. Have fun with it.
I'm here to relieve.
It's about time.
Morning.
Greetings, Bosmer.
Well, it's the same engine, Dark Moon. Like, they didn't change that. It's still the same Oblivion engine running the game. The only thing that changed is the visuals. Because they just dropped an Unreal 5 skin on top of it. Yep, you're welcome, Marcus. Enjoy. I may have to break into his home.
For Lord Dagon.
Oh, you're a bad person.
Oh, and I do not fear death.
I need to go find a basement somewhere, apparently. I don't see any clues here. Really, it tells me to go back in. Is there a basement in here? Ah, there's a door. I didn't see that until just now. Alright, I need more coffee, and I'm going to go tell my wife good morning because I hear her up and about. las 11:45. Alright, good morning, Jay McCoy. What's up, Queen Blueface? Alright, we're looking for clues. Okay. These are all the same books. Aha, here we go. The Master was pleased to hear of your activities outside of Chorrol. The more gates that we open, the nearer we are to the glorious cleansing. Ooh. Oh, so they know that Martin is in Cloud City. I don't want to go to the caverns. Hang on, let me turn around. Yeah, I don't have any need to do caverns. Ah, someone recognizes that royalty is in the room. Yes, good morning, Dennis. I am indeed the hero of Kavach. Bow before me. Good, good. Yes, yes, yes.
Hail!
Alfie, what have you learned about the spies? Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods did not idly choose you as their agent, whatever you may think. But it is clear that Mankar Cameron will soon bring all his power to bear against Bruma. I will warn the Countess of the danger. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made some progress with the Mysterium Xarxes. I will send word to the Countess at once of the danger to Bruma. You should speak to Martin about his progress with the Xarxes.
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Cameron's paradise. The Xarxes
Well, I can't
mentions
hear you,
4
Chris. I
items
can't.
needed for the ritual. But so far, I've only deciphered
that's
one
good.
of them. The blood of a Daedra Lord. In fact, Daedric artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a Daedric Lord, from whence they derive their great power. Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will need a Daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one. I think I'm close to deciphering more of the ritual. I hope to have made some progress by the time you return with the Daedric artifact. The next section of the Mysterium Xarxes. I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend.
Oh, I already
You
had
know
one.
all too well the
Wonder what
depravity
it
of
was.
Princes of Oblivion. Are you ready to give me the artifact? Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form. It won't be seen again on Tamriel for many years.
What did I have on me that was... The skeleton's key? What's... Not my skeleton key, I hope not.
As you wish. I'm still working on the second.
Hang on, what fucking relic? Is that my skeleton key? Like my actual skeleton key? I don't want to give him my skeleton key. Hang on, I gotta go look this quest
An
up.
item needed for the gate opening ritual. I believe I'm close to deciphering the relevant passage.
Hang on, I'm gonna go look this quest up. That can't be what I'm supposed to turn in. I worked my ass off to get that key. What is the name of this quest? Blood of the Daedra. What do I need to give him? Blood of the Daedra. Okay, let's see here. There are 15 Daedric ruins across Cyrodiil. In order to complete this quest, you'll need to complete one of them to obtain a Daedric artifact. Keep in mind, each one of these has their own unique quest and reward, and that you will need to give up at the end of this mission. It's wise to give up an artifact that you have no interest in. Okay. Oh. Oh, chat's saying the same thing. Turn in the Sheogorath staff. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab that Sheogorath staff from my chest. It was pointless. That's why I threw it in the chest. I was like, I'm never gonna use this thing. Alright, well, hold up. I definitely don't want to give him my skeleton key. Jesus, no. I also have Daedra hearts. I don't know what those count for. Where's this at? Somewhere in here is the staff. Staff of Sheogorath. That should be it right there, I'm assuming. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes?
I never
Oop,
had
wrong
time
guy.
to prop. Now that we have a free moment, I thought nobody who has. See,
Oh. Well, that was unintended.
may Talos guide you.
The next section. I won't ask, are you ready to get...
Oh, it didn't count. What's up with this?
As you wish.
Chat is saying, Dennis is saying that's not an artifact. Wabajack is from the Shrine of Sheogorath. It's different from the staff?
I'm still working on the second item.
Fuck if I know.
Gator.
I don't have intimate knowledge of this game, guys, so I'm like a new player. So apparently I'm going to go need to do a quest from a Daedric Shrine to get an artifact, because I'm not giving my skeleton key up. Not a fucking chance. Well, if it's not the staff, let's go shove the staff back in there. Back in my chest. And then apparently I need to go do a shrine quest. Technically, I am Sheogorath. How is that going to work? Because since I've done the Shivering Isles, I am the Mad Prince now. Like... Well, I have no fucking clue about these Wabbajack. Daedric Quest. Ah, these sound way too complicated. The problem is I'm going to need things to offer as a... Alright, this is going to take me a bit, guys, because I got to go through here and figure out which one of these I want to work on. I might as well do the Sheogorath one. It's one of the lower level ones, but the problem is I don't have any of the things that I would need to start the quest. Alright, find Sheogorath's shrine. Located southwest. Show me a map. Okay. Just northwest of there, so right around here somewhere. Ish. It looks like. Yep. What's up, Sean? Oakley dokley. Let's go up here and see what the shrine requests.
Jump on my sword!
Glass arrows. Interesting. Oop, there it is.
Place, not place. Here, not here. Welcome to the Grove of Madness, stranger. Or go away. Who knows? Time will tell. Killed and ate a Bosmer there, but it made me sick. Saw Lord Sheogorath in the vomitous, so that's all right. Here to sacrifice? A limb would be nice.
I wish to speak to Sheogorath.
Then approach the shrine. He might appear because it's raining. He loves the rain because it's wet. Or because it's rainy. Not so sure. Of course, you'll need an offering. I think a lesser soul gem, a head of lettuce, and some yarn will do the trick. Yes, that's what Sheogorath wants.
Alright.
Watch and wait.
Switch the quests to Sheogorath. Activate quest.
Wait.
And now it's got me. It should point me to where I can get the things that I need, right? Why is it pointing me back up there? No. Sheogorath, activate quest. Thank you very much. Now the question is, I don't know where to get all these things, so now I'm going to have to look this up. Okay, so it's all three things. Lettuce, yarn, and a soul gem. Great, I get to figure out where to find these things. I probably have a soul gem on me. Unless I probably sold them all, though, is the problem. Yeah, I think I sold all my soul gems. Yes, I did. Okay, yeah, I don't have any of the things I need. What's up, Chris? How to find... Food vendors, apothecaries, and innkeepers sell lettuce. Alright, we gotta look these items up. Okay. Well, I should be able to find an innkeeper anywhere, so let's check the map. We do have a settlement, yep, just south of us. So, hopefully we can find something down in here. We need to check with our local innkeepers and apothecaries. I guess we'll start here because it's the lodge. That's probably an inn. And maybe they have lettuce or yarn. The remaster is really good. Yeah, 2025 is a good year for gaming. Anybody who says that gaming is dead just doesn't know what they're talking about. Like, I've seen some wild... I talked about this the other day. Like, there was a guy on Twitter I saw he's a big content creator. Been doing it for 10 years. Super jaded. Made a comment the other day about how, oh, I'm just finding a really hard time posting anything or making videos because I have no inspiration and it feels like this is the worst year of gaming I've ever seen. And I'm like, I don't know what you're smoking because I'm playing more games than I've ever played, and games just get better and better and better every year. Better graphics, better mocap, more action, more adventure, better VFX, better sound effects. Like, so many good games. Just this year alone, we've had amazing games. We've played some bangers this year. South of Midnight, Expedition 33. We've got this remaster. We've got Dune Awakening here pretty shortly. By the way, I'm giving away some Dune Awakening keys to the beta the weekend of this weekend, so stay tuned for that later on in the stream. I mean, I've already played probably 15, 20 games this year that are absolutely phenomenal. So if you're not finding enjoyment in games, that's a you problem, and you may need to change hobbies, do a reset, go do an ayahuasca trip down in the jungle and clear your mind, figure it out.
Welcome, stranger, to the Five Claws. Food and beds, cheap and good. But most of all, your hostess promises always clean. Witsadutsi gives you her guarantee. Everything clean, always, or you do not pay. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
There's lettuce. Yarn? No yarn, but you just have a head of lettuce.
Satisfied. Be seeing you.
Yeah, go see Yotai later this year. Got the Star Wars Outlaws DLC in a couple of weeks. We got Doom the Dark Ages in a couple of weeks. In June, we've got The Altars, Tales of the Shire, Dune Awakening, Death Stranding 2. We've already got announcement dates for not only Go See Yotai. What was the game that just got announced? Or Borderlands 4, September. Just yeah, if you're not finding joy in gaming, that's a you problem. I don't know what shops are what here, so This is another type of shop. I don't know what it is. It's right next door. That is an apothecary, maybe? Or smith or something? I think that's a smith. The Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, in our dreams. Some people are, yeah. Some people are like, oh, Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't coming this year. And that means there's more room for other games to come out this year and breathe. Okay, these are all houses. I'm not seeing any stores. Okay, let's try here. Best goods and guarantees.
What can I do for you, Sir Knight? Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
You don't sell yarn either.
Good day.
What can I do for you? What can I interest you in?
Also don't sell yarn.
Goodbye.
Well, I may have to go watch someone's YouTube video to find out where they found yarn. And a soul gem. I sell all my soul gems.
Hi.
I may need to go back to the big city because the big city's got more vendors. This town has nothing. Little podunk village in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, let's go back to go back to this city.
How are you?
Also, I can get a soul gem probably from the folks at the Arcane University. We'll start there, just so I can get the soul gem out of the way.
You have my ear, citizen. What?
I don't know if I can help you, but it's... Farewell.
Welcome to the... Goodbye.
Oh, I can't buy anything here? Where the hell do I buy? I might need to go to an actual mage circle. Well, hang on. There's more vendors in town. I keep opening up the stupid rest thing and not the... Yari says, damn, I missed the first hour. Right? Chop chop.
What is it, citizen?
Spare a coin.
Arawan Castle near Coral is besieged by marauders. I guess I could go and save them. So I've heard. BC.
You might have some stuff, because I've sold a bunch of stuff back to the copious coin purse, so let's just see if they've got...
Welcome to... What kind of deal? Let's do business.
Any soul gems? Nope, nothing on you at the moment.
Goodbye. Please, come again.
Dennis said you can find yarn in the barrels near vendors.
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
Goodbye.
The old you too. It could be a dangerous situation. Goodbye.
Probably crates too. Shovel, torch.
Hail, Sir Knight.
Yeah, I don't need the lockpick anymore.
An old beggar.
What a pain in the ass. Up. Yarn. Got it. Alright, so I just need a soul gem now. That's a quick save. Alright, diamond jewelry.
Yes? Well met.
Good day. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Does a common soul gem work, or does it have to be like just a soul gem? There's all these different types of soul gems. Well, I'm just going to try a lesser soul gem and see if that works.
Thank you for your business. Take care.
Alright, let's see if that was enough. Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What's new with you?
I ran into some goblins in the woods not long ago.
Wrong door.
Nasty little beasts.
Okay. Yeah, let's go see if I can make Sheogorath happy. Okay. Back down to... By the way, let's move the... Man, the coffee went way too fast.
Praying to yourself, my lord? That's not a good sign. Or perhaps it is. Prince of Madness and all that. While I believe you should be attending to your duties, it is, of course, your prerogative to spend time wherever you wish. Your predecessor did have one task he wanted performed, though he never found a mortal suited for the task. There is a settlement called Border Watch that your predecessor found rather dull. This, of course, offended him greatly. They are a rather superstitious group, living their lives based on omens and prophecy. One such prophecy, the Kashara, was of particular interest.
So I wondered how that was going to play out, because I am Sheogorath now, because of the Shivering Isles. So it's literally my butler. Is it praying to yourself, my lord? That's awesome. Haskell's all like, dude, you're making an offering to yourself. That's funny. All right, well, off we go to this Primitive village. Probably should wait until the morning. Rashmoon says I'll be taking my torch out because Kingdom Come Deliverance has it trained into my brain.
I heard people saying news from the other parts of Tamriel. Welcome to Border Watch, stranger. You are welcome here. I am Ribasa, shaman of our people.
Tell me about the Kashara prophecy.
You know of the Kashara prophecy? How odd.
Oh
Are you
shit,
some
you
sort
already
of
made
scholar?
breakfast. Is there any more coffee? Thank you. I got a breakfast croissant. With ham and cheese and tomato.
You would mock our beliefs, fool. When the three signs are upon us, you will
Time for the
learn.
mukbang portion of our stream.
I will tell you nothing of the three signs. You are an unbeliever and a fool.
Oh, I may have to, like,
Yes,
make him happy.
not now, not later, not back. No more! You're frightening me. No more! You're frightening. Yeah, not now, not late. What nonsense? Yeah, I get it. Don't waste your flattery on me. Don't, please, not back. I doubt it. Don't Yes, whatever you say. Sure, that's cute. How nice. I see. These are the signs as they were foretold. First, there is the plague of vermin. It is said our town will be overrun by disease-carrying creatures. Rats, I would imagine. Oof, horrible little things. I always
Manage
keep a
mushroom too.
powerful rat poison around in case I see one of the little monsters. Next is the plague of famine.
Thank you, baby.
It is foretold that our livestock will fall dead in their fields with no apparent explanation. We have but the 6 sheep in our pasture, and we make sure they are well tended. The plague of fear. I will not speak of this, not to any outsider. I'll answer anything else I can. Is there something more? Perhaps you'd like to know more about Border Watch itself. I'm glad you asked. I could go on all day about our little community. We are but a handful of Khajiit, as you can see. Many are the evenings we spend around the cooking fire, sharing stories of elsewhere. The smell of our food travels for miles. If you'd like to stay, I'd suggest getting a room at the Border Watch Inn. We don't get many visitors, but Satasa serves a fine ale. She also has the finest collection of cheeses in the Empire. Her prized cheese has such a powerful aroma, she keeps it sealed in a case.
Okay.
Take care.
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Vermin infestation. A plague. I need to find a way to create an infestation of birds and vermin. And I need to stay at the inn and talk about cheese.
Good day. Welcome to Border Watch. Farewell.
You're always welcome in Border Watch.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Black Marsh.
Good hunting.
Mudcrabs.
Welcome. Welcome to the Border Watch Inn. We don't get many visitors. Please feel free to stay a while. Take a seat or feel free to look around. We have a fine collection of cheeses here. Some of the rarest in all
Cheese
Tamriel.
for everyone.
It's been a hobby of mine for years. I've collected cheeses from all over Tamriel, including the rare Olroy cheese. A more pungent cheese you'll never find. It looks smooth, but it stinks to the heavens and beyond.
That's the best kind of cheese.
I keep it locked away tight. If I were to try cooking with it, the smell alone would draw rats for miles. It's a lovely conversation piece, though. There's a room if you need it. Suit yourself. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Almost free.
Goodbye.
So I'm probably gonna have to wait until she goes to bed. Dude, I hear like a Nern plan or whatever those things are called too. There it is. Nern root. Ah, that was delicious. Let's wait like 15 hours. Should be like what, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to my wife for the delicious breakfast. That was unexpected. It's early. Yeah, she made me breakfast. It's 6 o'clock. Is she sleeping in front of the cheese? No, but she's right there. She said if she cooked with it. Now, I'm not going to cook with it, so what can I do with the cheese? What if I just throw it on the ground? Like in the middle of town. I did quick save. I'm gonna wait like an hour. Nothing? Well, I'm guessing throwing it on the ground didn't do anything. Do I need to steal other cheeses? Oh wait, there's a cooking pot. Aha! Never mind, figured it out. Okay. Now we just wait? There they are. I've used cheese to lure rats into Border Watch. I should speak with Ribasa to see if he believes this to be part of the prophecy. Come here.
You've seen it. You've seen the first sign. Perhaps this is the beginning of the Kashara. It has come. We're doomed. Doomed. Run while you can, stranger. Get out.
Get out while you can.
High mountain ranges, right? Be seeing you. You've seen it. It has come. Please, go on.
All right.
Goodbye.
So it didn't update the quest. Like, it still says to talk to him.
You've seen it. It has come. Farewell.
So it didn't really update the quest. Let's see if the next morning he has anything to say. Come on out of your building, brah. All right, there we go.
This doesn't look good. Not good at all. You've seen it.
Nope.
It has come. We're doomed. Take care.
Still doesn't have an update. Let's follow him up the path and see if he says anything different. Because he was spazzing out running up and down the stairs in the middle of the night. So maybe he needs to see all the rats.
This doesn't look good. Not good at all. You've seen it. It has come. Good day. Could it be the Kashara?
These are troubling signs.
You've seen it. It has come. You too.
When in doubt, look it up. Oh. So it says here, if you're not careful, that guy will put poison down and kills all the rats. All the rats are dead outside, obviously, and that fails the quest. It doesn't tell me that the quest has failed. I believe we have a quick save. Fuck, was my quick save from before? Yeah, it says he puts rat poison down, but I don't know where he put the rat poison down. Okay, so that's obviously not it. Man, I might have screwed myself. I might not have a quick save. Fuck. The quick save is at 6:07. I might need to go back to this one right here. Okay. Do I have the cheese, or is this like before I... Yeah, I think this is before I've even talked to the innkeeper. Alright, let's do our hard save here. Gosh darn it. Yeah, alright. I've got the cheese. Now I just need to talk to the guy to start the actual quest. Okay. Okay. Gotta wait for the shaman. Oh, he already went up the top. Okay.
Goblins around here.
You, sir.
You're welcome to Border Watch, stranger. You are welcome here. I am Ribasa, shaman of our people.
Okay. Tell me about the Kashara prophecy.
You know of the Kashara prophecy? How odd. Are you some sort of scholar?
Some might say so.
Wonderful. I would be glad to tell you more. It has been told from our fathers and our fathers' fathers that our time in this place will come to an end.
Okay.
My great-great-great-grandfather Kishara foretold of a time when we would receive 3 signs from the gods, signaling the end of the world.
The funniest thing about this is the fact that I am already Sheogorath, so I just think this is really hilarious. Alright, tell me about the 3 signs.
It's a matter of trust, and I don't trust you enough yet.
Oh, well, we need to do our speech minigame.
Yes?
Alright, down and up. Yeah.
Don't waste your flattery on me.
Sorry, left and up.
Yeah, whatever you want. Don't waste whatever you want. Good one. Not now, not late. Whatever you want. I doubt it. I don't talk such... I act not bad. Not bad at... I appreciate the jest. That's very good.
Okay. Now tell me about the 3 signs, sir.
These are the signs as they were foretold. First, there is the plague of vermin. It is said our town will be overrun by disease-carrying creatures. Rats, I would imagine. Oof, horrible little things. I always keep a powerful rat poison around in case I see one of the little monsters. Next is the plague.
That's the part I missed earlier. That's because I was eating breakfast when you mentioned the
would
rat
fall
poison.
dead in their fields with no apparent explanation.
Okay.
We have but the 6 sheep in our pasture, and we make sure they are well tended.
And the third sign?
The plague of fear. I will not speak of this, not to any outsider. I'll answer anything else I can. Is there something more? Perhaps you'd like to know more about Border Watch itself.
I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Good day.
Now I have the cheese. I bet I can't put it in here in the middle of when everybody's here. But I have quick saved it, so let's see.
I hear the legions have been recalled from
How
Fort
do you do?
Swampmoth
What's
in
going
Black
on
March.
with you?
Now let's see. I was reading a minute ago. It said the reason the quest failed was because he put down the rat poison. And somehow I have to pick up the rat poison.
Good day.
Strange place indeed.
Here they come.
Interesting.
So I don't even know what the rat poison looks like. So
No. Really? Of course. Goodbye.
but I gotta try to pick it up before the rats eat it. So I need to just follow him.
Always welcome in Border Watch.
Okay. So it says he's gonna drop rat poison. And
You've seen it. You've seen the first sign. Take care.
alright, picked up the rat poison.
You've seen it. You've seen the first sign. Perhaps this is the beginning of the Kashara.
Okay.
It has come. We're doomed. Doomed. Run while you can, stranger. Get out.
Okay.
Goodbye.
And then I think I can take this poison and put it in the sheep. But I have to find the sheep. He sits just outside of town, so I gotta go find where the sheep are. Aha! Sneaky, sneaky. Make sure that nobody sees me. Let's quick save. I feel so bad for doing this. The chaotic good inside of me is like, how dare you? But for the purposes of a quest, I have to do it. And technically I am Sheogorath now in mortal form, so. Did it update me, or do I have to wait until they... I probably have to wait until they all pass. Yep. I feel like there's one sheep that's not down in here, because I think there was 6 he said, and I only see 5. Pretty sure I saw one roaming around. Do I just wait? Oh, there's the 6th one coming down now. Oh, they all went at once. Haskell has congratulated me for simulating the first 2 signs of the Kashara prophecy. I now need to go to the center town to await the final sign. I wonder what the final sign is. Ooh, the light's changing. That's interesting. Oh shit! Is it raining animals? Oh my god! I have witnessed a plague of fear. I should return to the shrine. What does he have to say now?
The end of all things has come. We're finished. All hope is gone.
Okay. Well, it says I can return to the shrine now. That was interesting. Can you loot the dogs? No. Thandar says there's 368 people watching. There are? We probably got... somebody probably raided us on YouTube. It's not called a raid on YouTube. I forget what it's called. Well, welcome everybody who's tuning in for the first time, wherever you came from. If you're new, don't forget we are live on YouTube and Twitch, just like we are every single morning. We start around 5 a.m. Central. This is the day job. I play a lot of games. We're doing a giveaway for Dune Awakening beta keys here in a little bit. So if you want to know more about Dune Awakening and you want to get a chance to get a beta key for this upcoming weekend's beta that's going on from the 9th to the 12th, stick around. We'll be doing the giveaway later on. There's about 8,000 videos on the channel. I do a lot of different games. Right now we're currently playing the Oblivion Remaster, the Days Gone Remaster, a little bit of Expedition 33, and very shortly we're going to be doing the Star Wars Outlaws DLC, Doom the Dark Ages, and Tainted Grail at the end of the month. And then next month we've got Dune Awakening, Tales of the Shire, The Altars, Death Stranding 2. Lots of stuff happening. So for all the new people tuning in for the first time, welcome. We do the same thing every day, multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch. There's all the socials. There's a Discord, there's a Patreon, there's a Homestead channel. Links are down below. Check it all out.
Well done, my lord. You should have this, as it is one of your artifacts. I don't know why I didn't think to give it to you sooner.
Alright, Haskell has rewarded me for my efforts by giving me Wabbajack. What the fuck is Wabbajack? It is the artifact that we were after. Alright, now I should be able to go back to Cloud City, where Lando is awaiting me. Yeah, Yari, it's a Sheogorath artifact. So I guess for the quest that I was working on, the Blood of the Daedra, I needed some type of artifact. I didn't know that. All I had on me was the my lockpick, my skeleton key, and I was not about to give up my skeleton key. So I had to go get another artifact. I thought I thought Sheogorath's staff, because I had the staff from the Shivering Isles quests. I thought that staff would work. It didn't. So I actually had to go to one of the Daedric shrines and do that little mini quest that we were just doing, which is what we just wrapped up, so that I could get an actual artifact. And now we can go back to Martin. The epic staff. Fuck around and find out.
The next section of the Mysterium Xerxes is very difficult. I haven't deciphered the rest of the ritual yet. I hope you are making better progress.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying earlier, Dennis, so that's why we went ahead and grabbed that one.
I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend. I know all too well the depravity of the princes of Oblivion. Are you ready to give me the artifact? Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form. It won't be seen again on Tamriel for many years.
Give the Wabbajack.
Good riddance to this tool of mischief.
What else can I do to help? Woo! Achievement.
You should talk to Joffrey. He needs your help. Trouble down in Bruma, I think. Farewell, my friend.
Alright, I need to go find Joffrey. Oh, is he inside somewhere? It's acting like he's inside somewhere.
Good evening, sir.
I've just
There he
received
is.
word from the Countess of Bruma that an Oblivion gate has opened outside the city.
Oh, snap.
It seems that the Mythic Dawn are putting their plan to attack Bruma into motion. Since you've dealt with these gates before, I'd like you to help the Countess's guard close this gate.
Sure.
Once they've seen how it's done, they should be able to handle any new gates on their own.
Where's the gate?
Captain Bird is waiting for you outside the Bruma City gate. He'll show you the Oblivion gate, although I doubt it will be hard to find.
Yeah, it'll probably be extremely visible.
You should rendezvous with
Copy that.
Thanks for coming. Since we had the hero of Kavach available, I didn't think it made sense to try this on our own the
Well,
first
thank you
time.
for noticing the title, sir.
We're ready when you are.
I appreciate
Just say
it.
the word and we'll follow you into that hell-spawned gate.
Leroy
All right, give me a
Jenkins.
minute to talk to the men. All right, boys, listen up. We've got to close that gate over there. Nobody likes the idea of going into that thing, but it's our job, and we're going to do it. If we don't, Bruma ends up a smoking pile of rubble, like what happened at Kavach. And that's not going to happen here, not while I'm captain of the guard. Boor, Soren, you're with me. The rest of you stay outside and kill anything that comes out of that gate. Let's show these bastards how we do things in Bruma.
Damn right.
We're with you, Captain.
Anything else?
I'm just
This is the
warming
part.
up, you pathetic
Fall down
worm.
and bleed to
This is
death.
the part where you...
You've broken the law. Alright, boys, I do not know where we gotta go in here, so... Get my arrows back.
This is no place I ever wanted to find myself. I don't see how we can... No, we can do this. We have to do this. We have no choice.
That's right, we have no
Glad
choice.
you're here. We wouldn't have a chance otherwise. What's our next move?
Follow me.
We'll follow your lead.
And you'll probably die along the way because Bethesda NPCs are notorious for getting in the way. But it's all good. Let's do a quick save just in case. Actually, you know what? I should do a... Yeah. I could have sworn he had a lot more men than just 3 soldiers. I wonder if the rest stayed outside. Let's do a hard save. Ooh, we're about to cross 50 hours played in the remaster. Look at that. We're at 47 hours right now. That means during today's stream we're going to cross the 50-hour mark, which means I'll have to do a 50-hour, like, my thoughts after 50 hours video, because we're still not close to beating it yet. So I can't do my final review because we're not finished yet. Probably do that later today. Yeah, I went and looked at the lists and chose to do that one because it looked like it was one of the easier ones to do, or one of the lowest level ones. Oh shit, something's behind us. That doesn't sound good. I heard you.
Look out!
Okay. The frack are we going? Okay, we got a bridge here which leads to nothing. I may need to go over it and jump off or something. Let's go take a peek. Oh no, that's just lava. Alright.
So far, so good.
Ow. I don't remember anything about this, Yari, is the thing. Like, it's been so long ago. Like, my memory is completely... I'm like Gandalf in the Mines of Moria. I have no memory of this place.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
So far, so good.
Stay sharp.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, I mean, I played it years and years and years ago, but that's the thing. It was years and years and years ago. I'm 45 now. Like, this was 20 years ago and a lot of baggies of goodies. Like, there may have been copious amounts of Santa's salad consumed, which definitely has impacted my ability to recall certain details. Whoa, why is Bart unconscious? What happened to him? Wake up, buddy. Shit, is something throwing... Bitch, stay still.
Show me what you got.
Wake up, bro. Alright, he's woke up now. Well, at least he didn't die, he just got knocked unconscious. Well, I've still not found what I'm looking for. Oh, this is like a... Oh, hang on.
I thought Mudcrat's more fearsome than you.
We got a door right here. Ooh, a staff of fireball. Here we go, kids. This is what we're looking for. Alright. Tower portal to the Fury Spike.
Look out! This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Come on, guys.
Do your worst.
Die, damn you!
I don't want to accidentally shoot those other guys.
Here comes another one.
Take the ruby and the heart. I don't remember if I need the hearts for anything. I think they're just alchemical. But I will take my arrows back, please. Alright, that's a quick save. All three of them are still alive, right? Okay, we're good. Okay, so from here we should have some doorways. We've got one. Two. So that goes to the rending halls. That's where we came in. Alright, when in doubt, go left, as every great maze runner will tell you. So we're going to go left. Alright, hold tight, boys. That does not sound good. You know what I should also do? There we go. Fury Spike, Fury Spike. ebony arrow. Shit.
Here comes another one.
I'm not going to pick up any more hearts. I've got quite a few. Alright, looks like we've just got multiple doors that go out. That probably goes down to the same door we came up. So let's just go through here.
Stay sharp.
Don't care about the helmet. I'm gonna get hopelessly lost in here trying to figure this out. There's a door right here. Did you realize you really get hit by the trap, you numbnuts? In our case, they're okay, I guess. When in doubt, always go up, right? Hi there. Oh shit, you're there too? Ah! Woo! He just got yeeted across the room. Oh, is he still? Oh, look at his body. That's awesome. Good old Bethesda jank. Where's he going? It's just Jesus. This is like. I'm gonna cry a little bit. That is awesome. Where did he go? Oh, he's flying all over the place. Oh, that is some high quality Bethesda jank right there, guys. That brought tears to my eyes. Oh my god. I gotta timestamp that for a TikTok short. Bethesda jank. Oh, that was awesome. I don't know what was on the corpse. It's somewhere. The ragdoll has gone. Oh my god. That was truly amazing. Yeah, just go back up like 60 seconds, Hector. That was... The ragdoll physics were on full display. That was epic. Break dancing for the win. I'll take all those. It's remastered jank. Damn straight, Jay. Remastered in all of its original glory. missed because I thought he was going to keep walking. Oh! I'm a marksman! I'm a marksman, everybody! I can shoot an arrow! Pew, pew, pew!
Look out!
Oh.
Here comes another one.
Show me what you've got.
Show me where you bleed from! Oh, there's a sigil key. Right, Hector? A perfect Bethesda moment which will never be repeated. You might see something else somewhere different. Alright. Time to close the gate.
Here comes another one.
From where? You guys, you idiots. Come back!
Take that! Right, won't you stay?
Can't you?
No, I shot one of my own guards. Not what I wanted to do. All right, I think we survived. Oh no, I think we lost a man. Probably the guy I shot in the back with a little bit of lightning. My bad. My bad. Dance, magic, dance. I've closed the gate with Captain Bird. I should ask him if he needs any more help from me.
I've got that one.
Well, assuming he survives.
You did it, Captain. You closed the Oblivion Gate. Believe me, it was no picnic. But thanks to our friend here, I now know we can close these hell gates. We can defend Bruma.
Alright, well, we only lost one guy. Bird. Bird is the word.
It was an honor to serve with you, sir. Now that I've seen how it's done, I think my guardsmen and I can handle any new gates that open near Bruma.
I think you're right. Okay. Well, bird. Bird is the word. Now I'm going to have that stuck in my head. Other than I can't do Peter's voice worth a damn. The literal dance of death, right? All right, let's go
Good
talk.
evening, sir.
Sir.
Wakey, wakey. Hang on. Some parts upstairs, I think.
Have you helped Captain Bird and his men? Good work. Captain Bird and his guardsmen should be able to handle any additional gates, at least for now. But the Bruma Guard cannot defend the city indefinitely. The Daedra of Oblivion are innumerable. The Guardsmen of Bruma are not. We need to gather what allies we can before Bruma is hopelessly besieged. If the Mythic Dawn manages to open a great gate here, the city will need a stronger garrison for there to be any hope of defending it. You should speak to the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil, as well as the Elder Council. Ask them to send aid to Bruma before it is too late.
Okay. What else can I do to help?
Martin made some progress on the Mysterium Xarxes while you were gone. You should speak to him about it. Bruma cannot hold off the hordes of Oblivion alone. You should ask the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil to send help.
Okay.
You should speak to the rulers of Cyrodiil as soon as possible.
Yeah, you told me.
The danger to Bruma...
You already told me, brah. Speak to Martin. What's up, Nigel? Thandar says, damn, still at 30. Yeah, but I have, you know, how long's it been now? 20, 30 minutes? I have a 10-minute waiting limit for people to chat, and I've yet to see any chat coming from those, so I'm willing to bet that it could be bot viewers or something. We'll see. I mean, if it was someone's raid, that's awesome. But it's been dead silent. And I think all those people started showing up like 20, 30 minutes ago. So if they start suddenly chatting in the next few minutes, we'll know that it's legit. But otherwise, it could be a bot thing. Exactly, Necro. I've never heard of a raid. Now, granted, I do have a 10-minute chat limit on both YouTube and Twitch because I don't like spam, and we get a lot of spam. So there's a 10-minute wait limit. You have to subscribe. You have to be a subscriber for 10 minutes. Then you can chat on both YouTube and Twitch. So it could be that we got raided by someone, and it's a whole bunch of viewers, which are happy to just hang out and view, but not subscribe. That could be the case. But it could also be someone was watching with a bunch of bot viewers. You never know. But like I said, either way, welcome aboard if they're legit people. Hopefully you're having fun.
Is growing by the day.
But yeah, we're rocking 330 on YouTube right now. 12 on Twitch. No worries if you're lurking at work, Zandanny. There's nothing wrong with that.
Good morning, sir.
I figured out another item needed for the ritual, to open the portal to Cameron's paradise. The second item is the counterpart to the first, the blood of a divine. This was a terrible puzzle to me. Unlike the Daedra Lords, the gods have no artifacts, and do not physically manifest themselves in our world. How then to obtain the blood of a god? But Joffrey solved it. The blood of Tiber Septim himself, who became one of the divines.
Well, you have the
This
blood.
is a secret remembered only by the Blades, passed down from one Grand Master to the next. Joffrey should tell it to you himself.
Dennis K says my stream was 5 times yesterday with no chat. Same. Yeah, who knows? Weirdness in the algorithm.
I put aside the dark arts when I became
Jacob
a
Bake says
priest.
good morning from New York City. There we
Workings
go.
of fate may be seen in this too. The gods can turn anything to good. Or so I piously told those who came to see me for advice. Perhaps I may yet come to believe it myself.
Okay, well,
Be
let's
sure
go
to
back.
speak to Joffrey about the armor of Tiber Septim. I'll continue my
Yes?
study of the Mysterium Xarxes.
Joffrey.
So, Martin wants you to recover the armor of Tiber Septim. I wish there was another way. The
It
armor
is-
is
yep.
in the shrine of Tiber Septim, in the catacombs beneath the ruins of Sankator, a holy place.
It is indeed Sean Bean.
But Sankator became evil long ago.
And the Emperor
No
is
one
Patrick
has returned
Stewart.
from the shrine of Tiber Septim for many lifetimes.
And everybody else is Wes Johnson.
I do not know. The catacombs of Sankator were sealed by the first Grand Master of the Blades.
The AI are
the
watching.
four mightiest blades of Tiber Septim's day, Elaine, Valdemar, Relas, and Kaznar, went to Sankator and never returned. Here, this is the key to Sankator's outer door. I fear I am sending you to your death, but we have no other choice. You must succeed. an ancient relic of the first emperor who became the divine Talos, the patron of our order. After the Battle of Sankator, Tiber Septim gave his armor to the Blades in honor of our role in his victory. The Blades built a shrine in the catacombs of Sankator, on the spot where Tiber Septim received the blessing of Akatosh. The armor has been there ever since. Before evil came to Sankator, this shrine was a place of pilgrimage for all Blades. But no one has visited the shrine and lived to tell the tale in centuries.
Okay.
Farewell.
So we have two quests, essentially. Blood of the Divines and Allies for Bruma. Joffrey's worried that the Bruma Guard will not be able to defend Bruma from a full-scale attack. Suggests that I try to obtain support from the other cities. Perhaps I can persuade the Elder Council in the Imperial City. Let's see what we can do with that really quick before I go looking for a relic, because that might be more important to get allies for Bruma before I go off to some crazy dungeon that's going to take us a week to complete. Just to make sure that this place is fortified. Oh, that's a lot of... Wow, okay, so it's literally going to be... Well, let's just start. Got to talk to a lot of people. Lots of people.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Tiberius Septim? Oh, my armor's broke.
Hello there.
My lady, my lady.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Countess Valga of Coral. I wish I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation.
Please don't make me do a side quest to get aid for Bruma. I do not want to have to do a side quest.
So?
Alright. Up and down are bad.
Oh, please. Don't talk such rot. That's a good one.
I know Burlak.
Is that so? Sure, don't talk such rot. I salute you, most impressive. Don't talk such rot. My luck, you're wasting your... Sure, that's cute. Don't waste your flattery on me. You can't scare me. Yeah, I get such adventures. How I envy you. You can't scare me. What nonsense. That's sure, that's cute. What I salute. That's just... Sure, that's cute. Thank you. How come?
I'm only going to get 2 from the bribes. No, thank you.
You're good.
I know. Alright. Aid for Bruma.
While I understand Bruma's need, Coral's own defense must come first. I cannot spare any soldiers as long as Coral remains under threat from the Oblivion Gate outside our walls.
So, I'm going to have to do side quests, aren't I? I'm going to have to, like,
Goodbye.
clear more gates.
How do you do?
I should close the gate outside of Churl and then talk to the Countess again. Okay. Okay. So apparently we're going to have to close a bunch of gates. I wonder if it's going to be the exact same for every single place that we go to.
Spare a
It's been a while. Dennis says Aid for Burma is an optional quest. Ah. By the way, how close am I to 75 marksman? Nowhere near. Holy crap. What the f... That did some damage too, man. Somebody heard me from behind the door. The gate is opened elsewhere. Dude, that sounds... Oh, hello! Stay down! Not slowing down. I need a way into the tower. There's a bridge over here. And a door. I like doors. Doors with the Oblivion symbols are the best. Because that means they're going in the right way. Alright. Alright. Let's do a quick save here. And then I think I'm going to go do a bio. And then when I come back, I think we're going to do the Dune Awake. We're going to do some Dune Awakening giveaways. We're going to do some key giveaways for the open beta this weekend. So sit tight. I'm going to hit the head. Shoot arrows into the void when I put the controller down. Because apparently my controller likes to do things by itself. And then when we come back, we're going to do some giveaway stuff. All right. Chet says he's doing as many side quests as possible. I mean, I think it's fun to do side quests, but I have zero desire to do completionist runs. Plus, I'm not here to only play Oblivion. Like, I play so many games. Like, I do, for the most part, have to keep going, because about every 2 weeks there's something new that comes out. Sometimes it's more frequently than that. Like, it's pretty rare for me to be able to do completionist versions of games. Usually what I do is I do a playthrough, and then if I get a chance, I'll come back and do a second playthrough. Like, we did 2 playthroughs of Avowed, a couple playthroughs of Starfield, a couple playthroughs of Cyberpunk 2077. Still haven't ever finished a second playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 just because it's so fucking big. It's really hard to do completionist versions of that because usually the audience starts to burn out on something after about 10 days to 12 days is usually what I see with my stuff. So we tend to cycle pretty quick. But it all just depends on the game too. Like No Man's Sky was last year or the year before. When did I do No Man's Sky? Yeah, it was last summer. And we did No Man's Sky for like almost 2 months because the traffic was so good. We got Kingmaker slot on that was the first time I ever got Kingmaker slots on Twitch was because of No Man's Sky. And we were rocking like 40, 50 viewers on Twitch, which is pretty rare because most of the time I think my max is like 25, 30 on Twitch. Well, and we usually have about when I have 25 to 30 on Twitch, I usually have like 80 to 100 on YouTube, so it's pretty rare for that kind of stuff to happen, something like that. Yeah, last August-ish sounds about right. All right, we're gonna do some Dune Awakening beta giveaways. Before I do that, though, I gotta get some links open, so give me a second here. And we're gonna put this on pause so that we've not got weird sound effects going on in the background. And I gotta pull up some video links so that we can properly take a peek at things. Okay. We're going to open this up and we're going to pull that out and we're going to maximize that. I got to pull up Funcom's channel. Because they do have some videos that we haven't watched yet. Story and lore isn't that important. This is the Exchange in Landsred, not that important. This is the building and crafting. So this will be one of the videos we can go watch together as we're doing the giveaway. So actually, let's start off with the story and lore video. All right, hang on, guys. I got to get this window open here for everybody. Window capture. There we go. And I need one more thing before we do this. I need my phone. Give me a second. We can start with building Arrakis. Whoop, that's the wrong video. My bad. This is what we're looking for. The story and lore. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch this video, and then after we watch this video, we're going to do our first set of giveaways. So hang tight. All right, so for those of you who aren't aware, of what Dune Awakening is doing. Dune Awakening is basically what they've done with the storyline here is they have a version of Arrakis. If you've never read the books, it's explained more in the books than it is in any of the film or TV adaptations. But essentially, when Paul is off on his spice trips, he's literally having visions of all of these different variations, these possible outcomes, these possible futures. And what Funcom has done with Dune Awakening is they have said we've chosen an alternate future where things are different on Arrakis than they are in the books. So you may have read things in the books, you may have seen things in David Lynch's film version, you may have seen things in the Denis version, you may have seen things in the Sci-Fi Channel's versions. All of those were versions that were based on the books. Our version, our game, is taking place on the same planet from the books, but it's quite different. The Fremen are not there. There's a different story at play, and your character is at a central core in going off on this adventure. I haven't watched these videos yet. This is from the third live stream they did about a week ago, and I was in physical therapy when they did this, so I haven't had a chance to watch these videos yet. But we're going to watch this video first, and then we're going to do a giveaway at the end because there is a beta weekend coming up this weekend, the 9th through the 12th. They are doing their first big beta weekend for people from outside of the community. I've been in the closed beta for a while. I just did the beta creator event in April, published 20 videos from that event on the channel. You can go check those out if you want. If you're watching this after the stream, this will be clipped out on YouTube, and there's a link down below which goes to the Dune Awakening playlist where you can find all those videos. And for those of you who were here for the Oblivion stuff, we'll be going back to Oblivion after this, but we are taking a bit of a break from the Oblivion playthrough this morning because we got to give away some keys and get prepped and ready for Dune Awakening this weekend because that's going to be what takes us through the weekend is going to be the Dune Awakening stuff. Weather permitting, because I have a bunch of thunderstorms rolling through. So they're going to talk more about the story of the game here. After we get through this video, it's about 23 minutes long. We'll do a giveaway. So let's go through this and see what they have to say about the story of Dune Awakening.
And welcome back after this fantastic trailer. It's probably one of my favorite trailers because I am very much interested in the story and cinematics as well. And I'm very excited to have two guests here now with me to talk about just that. So first of all, we have Leah Talbot, Associate Lead Narrative Designer. Leah, you want to introduce yourself quickly?
Yeah, sure. Hello, I'm Leah Talbot. So I've been working at Funcom for about 2 years now, and yeah, before that I worked for a couple of years at Ubisoft, same in narrative, but yeah, this is behind me now. I'm very happy to be working on Dune.
Oh, we're happy to have you. Stole you away. Very happy to have you. And then also we have Niels Ryborg here, who is a producer for character narrative and cinematics as well, so he has lots to talk to us about as well. Niels?
A little bit of everything. Hello, I'm Nils. I've been with Funcom for, I think, 5 years now? Something like that?
Probably.
Hard to keep track. For this,
I
worked at Paradox Interactive, also stolen away by the greedy Norwegians, but very happy to be
here. Not sorry? Yes, so talking about the story, of course, we also have to talk about
the alternative timeline.
Yes, and it's a little bit of a edge to walk. It's a bit of a balance for us, of course, because we want to talk about story and narrative, but also we don't want to spoil anything. That would be a shame. But Leah, talk to us about the alternate timeline.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So if you haven't seen some of the cinematics yet, basically you will be exploring the universe of Dune as you already know it. However, as opposed to the story of the books or the movies that you all already know, this version of the Dune universe is a bit different because of one big...
A little bit.
Just a tad.
Just a little bit. A little bit different.
Oh, yes, a little bit different because of one major event, one choice that Jessica made to bear a daughter instead of a boy. So there is no Paul in this timeline of ours.
There's no Paul Atreides.
This, in turn, allowed Jessica to be rewarded with training as a truth-sayer by the Bene Gesserit, the order to which she belongs. And this knowledge has allowed her to see through Dr. Yue's deception, and this is how the Atreides were warned ahead of time of what was going to happen, and they managed to survive the Battle of Arrakeen. So in our timeline, Duke Leto is alive, the Atreides are still around, and the Harkonnen as well, because they are not giving up on Arrakis. They are very set on claiming the planet back. And this is basically where we start up in the game. We are stuck in a universe where those two houses are still embroiled in a long war, a very long conflict. And this is basically where we are launching the players. So you'll be meeting a lot of the characters that you already know. Some of them are still alive, like
Muad'Dib,
who wasn't killed at the beginning of the story.
minor spoiler.
Very minor. But I mean, the whole Harkonnen house is around, so well.
So there's a lot of characters that you can actually meet that might not be around otherwise. But also there was a specific decision why we actually did that, right? Maybe Niels, you can comment on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So really everything with this alternate timeline is built around the idea that we need to get some kind of player agency into the game, right? So people familiar with the books or with the movies know that Paul, inevitably becomes the Kwisatz Haderach. He gains the ability to see the future as it's going to unfold.
Yeah, and that takes away player agency completely.
For people who are fans of the later books, they know how he also kind of gets trapped in the future. He cannot fully change it. He simply knows that it's going to happen, right? Now, in any video game, it should be a little bit more about the player and a little bit less about, the big kind of main story person who isn't you. It would kind of suck if all the decisions that you go in and try and make don't really amount to anything because everything is already predetermined, right? So getting rid of Paul gives us the ability to have a story that is actually more dynamic. Suddenly, who you ally yourself with and the people you choose to help or not to help, it can all kind of have an actual real impact on the story, right? And it's been really interesting because it's also kind of changed how we work with the IP holders, for instance, right? So we work with the Herbert Estate, of course, to kind of go through everything story related, make sure everything's signed off and happy. But our conversations, due to this choice, become much more frequently about what are the natural consequences of
just saw your
the
message,
world that's
Babylonia.
been created from
Good
Paul
deal.
not existing, as opposed to just being like, hey, is this in the book?
Over on
Yes,
Discord.
No. So it's been more dynamic, much more lively, which has been a really exciting way of working with an IP.
It's also nice that we got that stamp of approval from the Herberts as well, right? So not people got to select, well, they just did whatever they wanted, which is not the case really, because we did kind of throw it back as well, and there is reasons for that change that are very important for the game as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting, right? To kind of get in and delve into the world where, like Leia was mentioning, right? Like we've got characters like Peter DeVries or Duncan Idaho who are still around. They're not dead. Spoiler. In our version of the game, and so you get the opportunity to potentially meet and talk to some of them.
Also, talking about meeting people that you do not necessarily have to know the Dune universe, right?
Correct. This is
important. You can still jump into the game, and it will still be interesting.
Yes, absolutely. Obviously,
I think that's one of the benefits
for all the Dune fans out there.
Of doing things that aren't according to the book is it puts
obviously writing something
new players on equal footing with everybody else.
Creative license to do whatever we want. So
we might know things, but it doesn't matter because this is a new version of Arrakis.
But for the
so
whole,
new players who don't know anything,
canon,
you're on equal footing
general.
with everyone.
And for the newcomers, the people who don't know Dune, who maybe just only watched the movie when it came out, this is a game that they can perfectly pick up, no problem. We introduce a lot of the concepts ourselves, obviously, when they become relevant. Otherwise, the player will just get to explore the world and learn about all those things by themselves. And so they shouldn't be scared of.
Yeah, we are off to the Dune stuff for a little bit, Devon. Good morning.
Welcomed with open arms.
So we can say that we have actually, especially for the survival game genre, which we're not only a survival game, but for the survival game genre, we have a very important and really.
By the way, all the clips they're showing on the top left right there are from the new story trailer that just dropped, if you haven't had a chance to watch that.
So do you have to play through the story? Or I'm pretty sure people will...
So, like most games, we have an introduction, which is basically the main story, telling you how to play the game. Basically, a big tutorial teaching you how to survive on Arrakis. You will need some guidance, let me tell you. This is not an easy task. And the main story is there in the beginning to guide you a little bit and help you get your bearings in this very hostile world. But then past a certain point, when
reading Dune is a general life achievement.
That you need,
it is a big book.
Don't have to follow the main
story. It's like reading Lord of the
Rings.
Rings.
Your thing if you are just a hardcore survival player. Yeah, I agree, obviously. I think you absolutely should play the main story. I think it's great. I think it's a lot of fun. It's full of surprises and little twists.
Oh, I agree,
so
yes.
Please do play it.
Especially if you want to know what your role is in this whole world. I think it's very interesting to play through the story. But it's nice that you have the option to choose, because if you're not that interested in story-driven, in the story-driven part of the game, you don't have to later on, which I also think is nice for people who really are not interested in. But again, do it. Like really, you will regret it if you don't. Just let me put that out there. But anyway, talking about main story, are there other narrative or story elements that you can experience in the game?
Yes, of course.
As if I didn't know the answer.
No, I mean, exactly. But it's like, of course, we're making a survival game. It's not necessarily a genre that is like super focused on storytelling normally, but we're also working with the Dune IP. And it would be such a waste not to make full use of it, right? Like 100%. This is a very personal and political and philosophical IP, and we try and really emulate that in a lot of the both gameplay choices, but also in the story choices.
What are you doing, Frodo? Come here.
So like was already mentioning, part of the way we tutorialize you into kind of how to survive on Arrakis, it's kind of driven both through gameplay and story kind of intermingling. You need to do a bit of story in order to get to the game. You need to do a bit of game to get into the story, right? And we continue kind of with this philosophy for most things. Like survival is not something that you do entirely on your own. Humans have never really done that, right? And so other people will be involved, other characters. And the second you have characters involved, drama,
got kitty cat stuff, guys.
Stories kind of naturally unfold. One of the things, for instance, story-wise that you can get into is, at the start of the game, you pick what your background is. Where are you from? Who are you? Who is your mentor? Right? Who your mentor is decides what your starting ability is. But
it also gives you flavor text in RPG dialogues.
Really class-based. You're not locked into like, I am this person. You have the ability to learn really anything from most of the great schools, which is, in my opinion, really cool. But if you want to learn the kind of the weirding ways of the Bene Gesserit, or kind of how to be a sword master, or anything of that kind, if you're familiar with the IP, you'll know like these are skills that are difficult to acquire. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort.
Cat shot.
If you want to learn them, you're going to need
on the bed.
a teacher. There he is. If you want someone to invest the kind of time in you, you need to
Chris just let him in the room,
so that you're worth their time, right? So we've got storylines revolving around, Bene Gesserit, sword masters, mentats, and so on, existing on Arrakis that you need to track down, find, convince that you are worthy of their time, and help them out a bit. Maybe they'll help you out.
And those are not just like side quests or so. They're also like, I was kind of blown away, just throwing that out there, because I'm a swordmaster. As some of you might know who saw the combat stream, I love swordmaster. And when I had to go out and actually work on getting kind of my faction up, so to speak, with the advanced swordmaster, I was surprised. I was like, fully voiced cinematics coming my way. So that was actually pretty cool. I mean, they're not super long, so don't get worried that you have to sit through like hours of cinematics or so. But I thought
I
that's
want
very cool.
hours of cinematics.
I have to
Don't
say,
tell me
like,
that.
again,
Give me more.
I'm
always
going to
vote for more cinematics.
that specifically.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things we're kind of passionate about is characters having a purpose, right? So even with the launch offering of the game, we're not going to be done with some of these characters just with launch. You will see some of these becoming a recurring cast over the future as well.
Exciting. So, Leah, some other things that we can expect, story and narrative-wise?
Yeah, I mean, it's still an open world game. So as such, it doesn't just have the main story. It has, as Niels mentioned, a lot of different content, side quests, people you meet, factions you'll encounter. This is a world that is in turmoil, that is always off balance. There is no like big power keeping all of these people in order, so there's a bit of a power vacuum. So there's a lot going on in this world, and we make sure to pack it with a lot of content and a lot of lore. We have the CommuniNet, for example, which is the local radio. We have a bunch of different channels playing Atreides or Harkonnen propaganda, and those are very fun to listen to while you're mining away, surviving, sweating, dying in the desert, being eaten by a worm. Well, at least you'll be seen.
Not so much fun.
By the voice of on the other side of the radio.
Yeah, talk about the CommuniNet, or also we discussed, of course, the fully voiced little cinematics as well that you get, like during the Swordmaster or Mentor questline specifically. We just recently did release the first episode of 5 Days at Carthag, which is also exciting because it actually tells you a little bit about the background of the world as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, so I mean, as with any developer of any game, right? Like we're
there
very
is no
passionate
console
about
version of the game right now, DSM.
But
they have yet to
not
announce any
interested in
dates for
going
the
around and
console,
reading
so
every
it is
little
PC only.
snippet that you put into the game. At some point, it becomes a bit tedious. We understand that as well, right? And
there is no console version of the game as
fun
of
little
yet.
radio play on the Harvest
Funcom
radio.
has been very vocal about
It's
that.
kind of a fun
It's
way
coming,
of
but
helping
no announcement
introduce
dates
a little
yet.
bit of
So
that backstory, right? So
the upcoming beta,
like we
just like the
mentioned before,
launch,
this
is
a
PC
game.
only.
This is a world where the Atreides and the Harkonnen are in an active conflict. Now, people familiar with the map of Arrakis know that Carthag, which is the Harkonnen kind of stronghold, and Arrakeen, which is where the Atreides are based out of, they're way too close together for these conflicts to kind of really feel good and natural. So for pragmatic reasons, Carthag kind of needed to go. And so Carthag's been destroyed. They're building a new Carthag a bit further away, which is really cool. And there's of course a bunch of story explaining how this all happened. And with
I've
Riders
not
of
read that
Carthag,
story
you
yet.
get
I haven't checked out that story yet.
Approved, by the Empire story of what happened.
Officially approved.
They've gone through
might
every,
or might not be.
Well, I wouldn't comment on that. That would be spoiler territory.
Don't get any Sauda cards my way. Yeah, don't send the Sauda cards my way. But so one thing that I personally think is very exciting. So it also goes a little bit into the trailer, because when I first heard some of the segments for some of the cinematics of one of the characters that was also featured in the trailer, I was like, I know that voice. I know that voice. I knew it because I played. Oh, I'm actually just touching my microphone. Apologies to the viewers. I recognized immediately that's Reinhardt from Overwatch. And then I saw also, like, when we actually released the story trailer, there were so many comments on YouTube as well. I was like, that's what is his name, Valkyrian or something? Yeah, but the Destiny 2 character Valkyrian, I think, or something.
No,
anyway,
Star Wars:
I
The
haven't played
Republic.
Destiny
Star
2
Wars: The
that
Republic.
much, but there were so many people recognizing the Paul immediately. And besides
Emperor.
him, which has an absolutely fantastic voice, we have quite a lot of voice actors. I mean, we have a huge cast of amazing voice actors, and there's just a few that, yes, absolutely. And there's a
But
few
do they
in there
have
that,
Wes Johnson?
Are very easily recognizable. One of them, I think she is actually in 5 Days of Karthak, is I again remember Symmetra from Overwatch.
Anjali Vimani. Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
She's fantastic. She does a really good job in that play, and overall, the whole cast we've been working with has been fantastic. I mean, you've mentioned a couple of them already.
Kitten. I'm sorry, that's also a little bit, it's not a spoiler, it's just like part of one of the cinematics we're getting.
Yeah, I mean, people who played the closed beta will be familiar with who this character is. I will not go into the spoiler territory, but it's voiced by the wonderful Mara Junot, who any session.
Evelyn from League of Legends.
Yes, she does a fantastic job on that one as well. I think she's been in a couple of different things.
Absolutely
God of War,
fantastic.
Arcane,
Yeah, tons.
all
Pretty much all those voice actors have a huge. So we are very fortunate and very.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel very privileged to have these voice actors in game. One last one I want to mention though, which is actually. He was part of one of my favorite game series ever, and he voiced one of my favorite game characters ever in Mass Effect. Garrus.
Yes. Yeah, Renan Keener. He's fantastic. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything.
No, please don't.
People who are a fan of the Atreides will get very well acquainted with his character.
Yes.
I think
I'll be going to Atreides, by the way.
A bit more. I'm looking over at Leia if she wants to.
Yes, because when you come to like one of the first trade posts, you there's a really cool cinematics. I don't want to spoil that either. But there's a very cool little cinematic between an Atreides rep and a Harkonnen rep that he might or might not be part of. Who knows? But anyway, talking about that, Leah, talk about the factions a little bit and how they.
Yeah, as we've mentioned before, the Atreides and the Harkonnen are still around. They're kind of the big, iconic houses of Dune, so they had to be here, obviously. And you, as a player, had to be able to join them if you want. Of course, this is all of this is optional, but still, you can try to tip the scale a little bit in favor of one of these houses. Which again are embroiled in this long, exhausting war. It's been 10 years, so we are 10 years after the Battle of Arrakeen. That's when we start the game. So it's been quite a long time, and both houses have exhausted a lot of their resources. They are tired. They want a way out, and you're going to explore an Arrakis that's basically war-torn, that's been really shaped by this war. And you, as a player, you will be able to pick a side, so you won't be able to play both sides, sorry. Well, let's say that the choice doesn't have to be permanent if you don't want it to be, but betrayal has consequences. And that's all I'm going to say about this.
Yes, but I think also another thing that is probably for you as narrative designer and storytellers is very interesting, that we do have both factions still on the planet, because it gives you more time to also explore their, what drives them, what are their ambitions, and also maybe that things are not always.
I'm definitely going Atreides. I can't be Harkonnen. Sorry.
I mean, like Leah was mentioning, right? Like it's been 10 years. They've been going at this for a decade. People familiar with the kind of original books will know that it wasn't just that the House Harkonnen themselves decided that they just wanted to get rid of the.
Yeah, I think they said, if I'm not mistaken,
there were larger forces at play. And that is
I know there's going to be more factions, but I
to,
think they're coming post-launch, and there's something tied to the DLC.
The Emperor kind of didn't.
I would have to go look at the
He was a
DLC
bit of a threat, right?
Information again, because it's up on the Steam page.
In the story, the Atreides kind of survived that assault, which puts the Emperor in a very awkward situation, which is why he's kind of forced this war to be allowed, quote unquote, right? It distracts everybody. They're fighting each other. But now the Harkonnen are stuck in a long war. They're exhausting all their resources. And the Atreides, they're kind of forced into a world where, like, hey, I can't just be the honorable kind of white knight all the time. I'm stuck in a decade-long war. Sometimes they're going to make choices that are not as pretty as they would like, and with enough time, reality starts to set in. Like you don't come out of a war unscathed, you'll get to explore a lot of kind of the effects of a long war and kind of how it's affected both of the sides as you get into the early mid parts of the game and then throughout it afterwards. So look forward to it. We put a ton of effort into it, and we're very excited.
Yeah. And maybe it's, as we mentioned, always so black and white in regards to who are
All
the
right,
bad
we're
guys
almost
and
to
who are
the end
good
of this
guys.
video,
Maybe
guys, and we're going to do
the
our
things are
giveaway, so
kinda
stay
grey
tuned.
and-
I'll let you guys decide.
Yes, we'll see. Well, I'm still a hard comment. Always.
Bad hard-coded, bad.
Anyway, yeah, see, like, high five. Yeah,
No.
there you go. Okay, so
House Atreides for
I
life.
think
Right,
that's a
Bubba.
good point because we actually ended with the factions, and we're gonna go soon into our next segment, which also close to which will also include the Landsrat. So we'll discuss factions again there. But before we do that, Leia, Niels, thank you so much for making time for us and for chatting with me about the story and the narrative. I hope that future players are really excited, and that some of you who might not be that interested in story normally will just still give it a go, because I really do feel it is worth it. It's fun. There is some really cool voice actors. There's some really great cinematics, fully voiced. Even in the smaller part, like we just discussed, like the mentor storylines, side quests and things. So there's definitely a lot to look forward to. All right, before we jump into the next segment.
All right, so that is the end of their story video up on YouTube. They've got multiple videos from the recent third live stream, which there's one on the Landsrad and the exchange. So the exchange is going to be where you give things to other players, trade with other players, and the Landsrad is kind of going to be the end thing. There's also a really cool video on building and crafting, which I want to take a look at, but we're going to do that tomorrow. What we're going to go do today is we're going to do a giveaway for 4 keys to the open beta. It's not an open beta, it's just a big beta weekend that's happening this weekend, the 9th to the 12th. We're going to give away 4 keys right now. And then tomorrow, during tomorrow morning's live stream, we're going to come back and we're going to give away some more keys. So, and we're going to watch tomorrow, we're going to watch the crafting and building video, which is a little bit longer. That's about a 45-minute long section. But for those of you who, like me, love crafting and the actual construction of vehicles and buildings and all your weapons and armors, that's going to be a really fun one to watch, especially because there's a whole section on like the different things that other players are building, the blueprint system, everything else. So for the crafter nerds out there who are like me, that'll be tomorrow. But for today, we're going to do some trivia to give away some keys. So here's the caveat to this, guys. Okay? Number 1, to repeat, this is for PC only. There is no console edition of Dune Awakening at this time. Funcom has talked about this before. There is going to be a console edition, or there will be a console edition later on, but they don't have a release date for it. So you must have a PC. This is through Steam, so it's a Steam key. So you need a Steam account. You need to have a PC. If you're not sure if your PC can run the game, you can go over to the Steam page right now, and you can check the benchmark. You can download that right now from their Steam page. You can run the benchmark and see how your PC is going to perform. And we're going to be doing a trivia. Second caveat to the trivia. The way this is going to work is I'm going to ask 4 questions. And then the answers, you need to DM me. You need to direct message me on Discord with the answers. The links to the Discord are down below on both YouTube and Twitch. So whether you're watching right now on Twitch or you're watching on YouTube, down below in the description stuff and everything else are links to my Discord server. Within my Discord server, you will obviously find me, Renfail. You can send me a direct message, and the first 4 people who get me the correct answers to the following questions will get some keys to go play Dune Awakening this weekend during the beta event, which takes place from the 9th to the 12th. So we're going to start off with something that's a little easy right now. How would you define Jessica's relationship? Lady Jessica, how would you define Lady Jessica's relationship with Duke Leto? What is Lady Jessica to Duke Leto? Now, obviously, well, I don't want to say anything beyond that. Who is Lady Jessica to Duke Leto? Again, direct message on Discord. The first person to get me the correct answer will get a key. By the way, I won't be responding to messages immediately during this live stream. I will be going and taking a look at Discord after the live stream and going through, and I will be responding to you directly in Discord with the key. So communicate with me in Discord. That's going to be how this works. Again, it won't happen right now during the stream. I'll be checking the answers after the stream. So how would you define Lady Jessica's relationship with Duke Leto? Who is Lady Jessica to Duke Leto? That's question number 1. That's a pretty easy one. Next one. What is Paul's tribal name among the Fremen? Here's a fun one, and this will be more for people who have read the books, because I don't know that they directly address this in any of the films or anything. This will be a little bit of a tricky one. So early on in the first Dune novel, when the Atreides first arrive on Arrakis, and they are taking the planet over from the Harkonnen, the Duke Leto has a conversation with his counselors about a very powerful tool that they have at their disposal that they are going to use to win the people of to get all these resources and the people and everything else. It is not a weapon, but it is a very powerful tool that the Duke uses to get all of the resources that the Harkonnens previously had under their control, under the control of the Atreides. This is not an obvious tool, but it is a tool nevertheless. So what is the tool that Duke Leto uses to gain control over all of the assets and over the planet of Arrakis once he takes it over from the Harkonnen? That'll be a tricky one. I'll be surprised if we get anybody from that one. That'll be fun. I'm scrolling through this list of trivia here to see if I can find a good fourth one. Ooh. What is the technical name for spice? What is the technical name for spice? So again, those are the 4 questions. Correct answers only direct messaged to me in Discord. I will check the messages after the stream and get back to those of you. Again, first come, first serve. So whoever the first people who answer those questions correctly, I will get you your keys. And then tomorrow morning, during tomorrow morning's live stream, we'll be back again with more Dune Awakening, and we will do another giveaway tomorrow as well. So make sure you tune into tomorrow's live stream. We will be starting the same time we always do at around 5 a.m. Central on YouTube and Twitch. Best of luck to everybody. Let me get the Xbox loaded up the background. I know a couple of people have shouted something out about the GTA 6 trailer. I guess a GTA 6 trailer just dropped. Let's check this out. Grand Theft Auto Trailer 2. Well, hang on a second. I got to timestamp this because this will come out later today. All right, let me get a timestamp up here. All right, so while we were doing the trivia for that, the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer 2 dropped. So we're going to watch this trailer right now so that I can get my reaction to it, and then we're going to go back to playing some more Obsidian Remastered this morning. So let's take a look at trailer 2 for Great Latinas. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. Looks good. I can't wait. I'll be playing the shit out of that when it comes. When it comes, when it comes. It's still a ways away, though, so we got to wait till next year. All right, give me a quick moment, everybody. We're going to leave the music here for all y'all. I'm going to go take a quick stretch, check with Chris, make sure everything's good around the house, and then we're going to come back and get back to some more Oblivion Remastered. Ammunition is a staple of the series. Okay, I'm not intimately familiar with the Grand Theft series. I'm intimately familiar with the Red Dead series they've done. I dabbled in Grand Theft Auto 5, but Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be my first really big Grand Theft Auto experience. Do, 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 do. 2026. All right, let's go see what kind of trouble we can get up to in here, because I know we got to go. Oh, damn it. Nothing special. Dude, if I have to do a gate for every single one of these cities that wants my help, I'm not going to do this since it's an optional quest. What's up, Deeks? Okay. So that opened something somewhere. I don't know why the Pirates of the Caribbean song is in my head right now. Oh, I can hear it opening somewhere. It wasn't that one. Was it this one? It wasn't either of those. Interesting. These all go out to different towers. That's the one I came in. Maybe I just need to go through every single one of these and pull gate levers. It's not that gate. Okay, that gate is open now. towers everywhere, man. Oh, there's two ones here. Woo! Sorry, whoever that was. Alright, this is the gate we came in. So, I guess I have to go down to these towers now. Pretty sure I went into that one. God, I wish I could float down. Yeah, that was an oops. Sorry about that. This one will probably do the same thing. Technically, I've already opened that gate. Why does it want me to open it again? This confuses me. Is there not like an entry out of here? Yeah, nothing special. There is a door there, though. Huh. I still don't know where I'm going here. That's the portal I came in. Oh, you piss off with your... Yeah. I'm not gonna do this. There's too much confusion right now. My brain is not in a let's figure out this maze space. Do 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 do. Let's go find the Syncrator. Ooh, that's way up there. We can go from the cave. This game is gonna be so fun on the Switch too. Yeah. These guys used to be so deadly. Can I take them out pretty quickly now? Oh yeah, one shot, one kill. Screw you, Mountain Lion. You used to scare me. Not no more.
Just me. Hi. Don't know who you are, but you attacked me, so. I'll take... I'm not taking your arrows. Somewhere over here. Is it going to be underneath or inside? I think that answered that question. Another lich. Shit. Okay, what do we got here? Ah, skeleton hero. Okay. Here we go. I found the entrance to the catacombs of Sancretor. I should search them for the shrine of Tibos Septum. And I do have a key. Pull the lever, Kronk. I may need to switch to silver arrows. Thankfully, I think my bow still has a little bit of charge left. But I bet we're going to have to... Okay. By the way, guys, I think all the viewers on YouTube were bots because I just checked the actual analytics on YouTube, and it showed a spike about an hour ago, and that spike has now disappeared, which means the algorithm has probably latched onto those viewers as bots and removed them from the algorithm. So even though it still shows a very high number of viewers on watching the YouTube stream right now, I'm pretty sure they're bots. I don't know where they came from, but the algorithm looks like it's not counting those views, which means they are more than likely bot views. No idea where they came from, why they're here. We had a spike. We had our normal viewership at about 6:10 in the morning. We had about 37 people watching. That was pretty normal as we were on our way up. We usually end up with around 50 to 60 people watching within the first 3 hours. We were in our first hour and a half of the stream, so we were on the way up. And then all of a sudden we spiked at like 360 views. It went from 37 views to 365 in like an instant. And then I don't think there's been any chat from any of those people. I saw a couple of new names and that was it. We've seen no new signups, and you have to be a subscriber to chat, so none of those views have actually subscribed to the channel to chat. And the algorithm is not counting those as views right now for the stream. So I'm 99% sure they're bot views. I have no idea why we got hit with a bot this morning or where they came from. Never trust bots. It's always malicious. I don't know what they're here for or what the purpose of it is, but they're not legitimate views. Okay, well, we've got to find our way down through here. Yeah, Burlack's like, I'm a paid actor. Nigel's like, I'm a bot the whole time. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Alright, let's see here. Quick save. Alright, let me double check. This is where we came from. Probably need to open up the local map. That's the Gerald Mountains. Okay, so that's the mountain entrance. We came here. I'm going to go left. Nothing here to the left. We have to go down. This leads me to a door. There's a ghost. I should see if I have anything left to recharge my weapon because I'm about out of charges. Oh, I got another sigil stone. Those are, if I remember correctly, those add effects. I can't add it to my ring, or I can't add it to my spell absorption. Oh, so if I put it on a weapon, it would dispel. I'm gonna hold on to that. Alright, we gotta. The Forlorn are the ones I really hate because they do some nasty endurance drains and stuff. Shit! Traps! Too bad you lose your arrows when you shoot the ghosts. It would be cool if they like shot through and then you could pick them up on the other side. I hear something here. That's a skelly. Something's around here. Fuck me. What are you? Oh, you're gonna come talk to me.
At long last, you have freed me. Now, I can finally complete my lord's last request.
Okay. What would be the last request? Who are you?
I was Realus, loyal blade of Emperor Timer Septim. I do not know how long I have been dead. It feels
been a while. Okay. I just saw the image you put in the gaming Discord bubble in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Lysander Verantix. Evoker. Man, that's an old... That's like an EverQuest fucking elf avatar. Pete Loves Vice City, all I got with this lousy signature. Oh my god. That's funny shit, man. What happened to you, Ghost of Rayless?
My 3 companions and I were sent here by the Emperor Tiber Septim to discover what evil had defiled the holy catacombs of Sancre-Tor. We did not know that the Underking, who was here in Arctis, had risen to take his first revenge upon his former lord. The Underking defeated and ensnared us in his evil enchantment and bound us here to guard forever the defiled shrine of Tiber Septim.
Is the Underking still here?
No. He departed long ago. But his evil will remains, preventing any from paying homage at the shrine of Tiber Septim. Over the uncounted years of our slavery here, we have brooded over our defeat. I believe that we can undo the Underking's evil magic. I go now to complete my duty to my lord, Tiber Septim. Free
I don't know why I keep calling him Tiberius Septim.
we may be able to lift the Underking's curse. Farewell.
Alright. Quest updated. Blood of the Divines. I should free the spirits of the other cursed blades, so they can help dispel the Underking's evil enchantment from the shrine of Tiber Septim. That's probably why I'm like thinking it's Star Trek in my brain. Ancient Blade Shield. I'm not picking it up. Fuck. Yeah, I don't want to pick any of that stuff up. It's just weight. I don't want to carry stuff around. Okay. I came in and around and up. Victor of the arena version of Kobayashi Maru. That's funny shit, man. Alright, we got 2 sigil stones here and a door. You're good to watch wherever you want, 10 pounds of bacon. I hear a creepy ghost around here somewhere. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Oh, those lights that like disappeared and reappeared. Can't do anything at the sigil stones yet. Yeah, anyone who doesn't trust, yeah, yeah. Anyone who doesn't want to eat 10 pounds of bacon is someone you should not trust. Don't trust people who dislike bacon. That's why you can't trust vegans. Because ain't no one in their right mind dislike bacon. What kind of sword did you just drop? Dwarven short sword. Not worth me picking up. I don't know. I could put away a pound of bacon pretty easy. Like a pound of bacon on a BLT, that's no problem. I can hork that down in 3 or 4 bites. 0 issues. 10 pounds? Man, I could do it. I'm up for a challenge. Problem is, I don't think my heart is up to the amount of saturated fat that would put into my body. Sounds delicious, but poor body would go into shock. Shit, I missed. Skip the waffles on bacon day. What is that? Oh, I lost the green marker. Oh, that's why. I have destroyed the second of the cursed blades, Guardian Sancrator, freeing his spirit to help his companions lift the Underking's enchantment. As you continue to search for the other 2 undead blades. Let's go talk to him.
Have you seen Elaine? Or Valdemar? Riellis fell in the lower chamber. We were separated. The fog blinded us. No. That was the dream. I'm awake now. I must fulfill my oath to the Emperor before I can finally rest.
Alright, so he's off to do his thing. Yeah, I don't want to lug all your guys' stuff around. Bacon chocolate? It's good stuff. I've got a bacon marmalade recipe that is quite amazing. It's actually, I got it, it's Gordon Ramsay's bacon marmalade recipe. But I've got my own little bit of a spicy twist. Because you can put a little habanero or jalapeno in there, or a little bit of serrano, or maybe even a little bit of chili árbol, depending on the flavor you want. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff indeed. Oh, somebody saw me. Oh, they're trying to find their way around to me, aren't they? Definitely take the soul gem, and that's a ding. I'm gonna get truly well and fucking lost down in here. This is where I came. I don't think there was any exits from this room. No. Oh, hello, there he is. Piss off, Faded Wraith. Man, it's so nice being able to one-shot those guys now with the spells. Because those guys used to terrify me the first few times I came in here because they would take 3 or 4 arrows to kill, 3 or 4 spells to take out, and they do this nasty endurance drain. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Okay, somehow I'm getting turned around here. Oh, I'm well and truly lost, Kenny. Looks like we need to go forward. There should be a right-hand path that I missed. It's gonna be this right here, I bet. There we go. And there should be a door right around there. However, there's also something over here. Which potentially leads somewhere. Oh, another door. JP says, hold on, back up. I need to write this down. I know I have the bacon marmalade recipe somewhere. Hang on. So that was from an episode of the Lord of the Rings Cooking in Real Life show that I used to do. I don't know if this one has the peppers in it. Because I've modified it since then. Hang on. That's the intro. Such shitty quality, but it was a good recipe. Alright, we're gonna get the eggs. Hang on, let's just listen to some sizzling bacon here. Now we're gonna get this all mixed up. Oh my. Bacon habanero with a fresh honey drizzle. That sounds good. But that bacon marmalade recipe is legit. But it's literally just, it's Gordon Ramsay's recipe that I just sort of modified in my home kitchen. And it's good stuff, man. It is a legit bacon marmalade. You got to make sure when you're sautéing your bacon and onions and everything else, just put your peppers in. with the veggies, and you'll just adjust to taste. Oh, I love just blowing those guys to smithereens. GTA 6 trailer, bro. Yeah, bro, we already reacted to it, bro. Game's coming out next year, bro. A Bloody Mary with bacon. I've never tried that. That would be delicious, though. I do love tomato. So this is something I used to eat back when I was years and years and years ago when I was working construction. A really simple dinner for me would be to come home. It's gonna sound so trash, but I would take a can of Campbell's tomato soup, get that on the stove. I would fry up some bacon, like half a pound of bacon, make a BLT with cheddar cheese on top, nuke it for just a little bit to melt the cheese a little bit more, and then eat that BLT with melted cheddar cheese with the tomato soup. Oh my god. So good. Now these days I would probably make the tomato soup from scratch, but back in the day, those canned Campbell's tomato soups with like 500 milligrams of salt. It's hashtag worth it. The gate is opened elsewhere. Oh, there's a freaking lever right here. That was a warden. Did he have a key? He did. Which I'm assuming is used here. Hello? A bed! Guess what? Oh, come on now. There's no enemies nearby. I want to be able to sleep and level up. God damn it. Losers. Look at that. We're down in these tunnels. There's no enemies nearby. Just lied. There's no enemies. Liars. 'Cause you're a liar, liar. You're a liar, a liar. Fucking liar, liar. Hello there. All the cursed blades of the Sacre Tor have been destroyed. The freed spirits have gone to the shrine of Tiber Septim to try to dispel the enchantment laid upon it by the Under King long ago. I should go to the shrine at once to see if they succeed in their final quest.
I know you. You freed me. Free my brothers.
Okay. Do I need to just... Can I just follow you? Problem is, I don't remember where the shrine is. Let me do a quick save really quick. Maybe wait 1 hour and see if he disappears. Yes, he did. Okay, that's what I was looking for. To figure out how to get out of here. Hang on, wasn't there a bed in one of these? There was, but I don't remember where it was at now. Screw it, let's go. We can sleep later. Up, up, up. Let's just follow him. I do want a Bloody Mary now that that was mentioned in chat. Alright, see you, Chris. Good luck with the finals. Yeah, it'll be later today. I've got physical therapy here in a bit, and then after physical therapy, Chris and I have to go to the grocery store. So it's probably going to be like 2 or 3 p.m. Central before the second stream starts. It won't be like 1 o'clock today. It'll be later because I've got PT on Tuesdays. Good luck at the finals. God, this reminds me of following Sarah Oakhart in Lord of the Rings Online. 45 minutes later. I should quick save. Ghosts of the four cursed blades have dispelled the evil enchantment. The way to the armor is now open. Oh. Okay. Now I get to try to find my way out of here. Did you just hear Ren the Valley Girl? No, Ren the Valley Girl only comes out when people pay me lots of money. She's got her own pair of knee pads and everything. Gobble gobble! Oh man, I hope I never, I never get so old that I can't make myself laugh. Alright, I gotta find a way out of here. It's not there. Oh, this is the perfect moment, because I completely forgot. I've been playing this game for 50 hours, and I forgot all about clairvoyance, which leads you out of dungeons. So all you do is cast it, and then follow that. I'm such an idiot that I completely forgot that I had that spell. I'm sitting here getting all lost down in here going, help! I don't know how to get out of this stupid cave. And then clairvoyance. Oh my goodness. So, kids, if you're playing Oblivion Remastered, don't forget in your spell journal you have a spell called clairvoyance, which can help guide you out of dungeons if you're like me and you get easily lost. And I completely forgot all about this spell. So that is me being an absolute newbie. Yeah, like the focus mode in Days Gone. I never remember shit, man. Lead on, little blue light. Yay, the Gerald Mountains. I need to find a bed, though, which I can get at Cloud City, because I need to sleep. Does it keep going? Oh, it's like leading me back to my quest. Objective. Cloud City, please. Where we shall meet up with Lando Calrissian. Well done, Gramps. Get good, Grandpa. I think the beds are to the right. Left. I forget. Oh, what's that? Yes. The armory is to the right. The beds are to the left. I would like to sleep 1 hour, sir. Today you suddenly realize the life you've been living, the punishment your body has taken. There are limits to what the body can do, and perhaps you have reached them. You've wondered what it's like to grow old. Well, now you know. Alright, we just maxed out intelligence. Starting to work on our willpower next, and endurance. Which means next level, I'll do willpower, endurance, and then probably strength. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Martine, sir.
Something's come up. It can't wait.
Aye, Bladesman. What's on your mind?
Cloud Ruler Temple is home to the Blade.
My progress on the Mysterium Xarxes is slow, I'm afraid. How goes your search for the armor of Tiber Septim? The Septim blood may flow through my veins, but you have the soul of a hero. The armor of Tiber Septim himself. Joffrey will be amazed to see it. You can reassure Joffrey that I will not destroy the armor. All I need is a scraping of Talos's divine blood. The Blades are as touchy as priests about relics of Tiber Septim, it seems.
What else can I do to help?
While you were gone, I've made some progress in deciphering the Mysterium Xarxes ritual. The third item we need is a great Welkin stone. You may have run across lesser Welkin stones. They're fairly common in Ayleid ruins. But a great Welkin stone will not be easy to come by. They have been plundered one by one over the years, due to their great value to mages and occultists. There is only one place that is rumored to still contain one. The ruins of the Ayleid city of Miskarkand. A place where many have perished seeking its great stone. But nothing else will do, so you must succeed where all others have failed.
Tell me more about Miskarkand.
The capital of one of the ancient Ayleid kingdoms which flourished in Cyrodiil before the rise of men. It is said that the ruins are still haunted by the vengeful spirit of its last king. True or not, it is not a place to enter lightly. Be careful.
Okay. Great Welkin.
The pinnacle of Ayleid magic. Once, every Ayleid city had its great stone. But they've all been plundered over the centuries. All but one. The great stone of Miskarkand is reputed still to shine in the deep darkness of its ruined halls. But no one has ever done more than glimpse it from a distance. It is said to be guarded by the ghost of the last king of Miscarkand.
Okay.
Be careful, my
It has
friend.
served us well.
I know you've braved
But I
many
fear an
dangers
assault.
already, but Miscarkand is not to be taken lightly.
Not to be taken lightly. Well, that's going to be where I wrap up this morning's stream, everybody, because I got to go get some videos clipped out, make some YouTube and TikTok shorts, and prep for my physical therapy today. I should be back. I say should. Depends on variety of things. I should be back 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Farewell.
3 o'clock this afternoon. Just depends on lots of different things. If I'm not back this afternoon, I'll be back in tomorrow morning is the plan for more Oblivion. Don't forget, tomorrow morning we will do more giveaways. Right now I'm going to go check my Discord and other stuff and get keys out to people. And we'll do another key giveaway tomorrow for Dune Awakening. And I will catch everybody tomorrow morning bright and early for more Oblivion, and this afternoon for more Days Gone Remastered. Have a great day. Talk to you guys later.